Hello students, in this video we're going to talk about the imperfect. The imperfect is a form of past tense. In Spanish we have two past tense, the preterite and the imperfect. You already learned the preterite. We're going to talk about the imperfect. My lesson is going to be this PowerPoint that I'm going to present to you, but I'm going to break it down in different videos. In this video, my topic is going to be what is the imperfect and when to use it. So let's take a look at an overall explanation of what the imperfect is. The imperfect tense is a verb form that indicates that an action happened over an extended period of time or repeatedly in the past, among other things. It is used to describe something that was not perfected or not completed in the past. One characteristic about the imperfect is that it doesn't have a clear ending or a clear beginning. So it does not give the listener a specific frame of time of when the action happened. Here is the instances in which you're going to use the imperfect to express ideas in the past. To talk about something that was happening, like it was raining while I was watching TV. In Spanish, you will say estaba lloviendo mientras yo miraba la TV. And to express that, you have to conjugate the verb estar and the verb mirar into the imperfect. That's how you will tell the listener that it was happening versus is happening or any other tense. To talk about something you used to do. I used to study at MSU. Yo estudiaba en MSU. The verb estudiar has been conjugated into the imperfect. To say how old someone was, so for age, you use the imperfect in Spanish. She was 10 when she went to Disney. Ella tenía 10 años cuando fue a Disney. The verb tener, as you can see, conjugated into the imperfect. And of course, students, I will show you exactly how to conjugate these verbs in another video. This video is exclusively to tell you when to use it. Use the imperfect to indicate doing something, like the ing in the past tense. So for example, if you want to say we were running in the park, you will say estábamos. This is the verb estar, which means we were. And then corriendo, which is running in the park, en el parque. Also use it to tell what time it was. It was 10 when she left the house. Eran las 10 cuando ella salió de la casa. Here you have the verb ser. This is how ser looks in the imperfect. Let's go to the next slide. Use the imperfect to talk about something that is not known if it is finished. Like I said, imperfect doesn't have a clear, a specific time frame. We know it's in the past, but we don't know exactly. So for example, I often studied in MSU. Muchas veces yo estudiaba en MSU. You don't know if I'm done with MSU. I haven't given you that information. To express something that was done in the past repeatedly, so many times. So for example, if you want to say in here, I want to say I always used to eat in the restaurant. Notice that I always did it. That means that I did it many, many times. So I'm going to go like this. Yo siempre comía en el restaurante. And here we have the verb comer conjugated into the imperfect. And then to talk about things that happened a long time ago, such as to talk about when you were little. So for example, if you wanted to say, when I was little, I used to play with dolls, you will say this way. De pequeña, that's how you say if you were little. I will say de pequeña because I'm a girl, but if you're a boy, you will say de pequeño. So depending in your If you're a boy or a girl, you will change the ending A into an O. Yo jugaba con muñecas. I used to play with dolls. To tell children stories such as fairy tales. Once upon a time, there was a prince that lived in the forest. Había una vez un príncipe que vivía en el bosque. Here we have the verb haber, conjugated in the imperfect, and the verb vivir, here conjugated in the imperfect. And basically, this is a small summary of when to use the imperfect when you want to talk about all these things.